So it is now time for me to leave this amazing place in the world and take the train to my next destination, which is Hue. It's an 11-hour train journey, so I've got a long day ahead of me. But hey, I've got Hue to look forward to on the other end, so can't complain too much. Plus I'm in their equivalent of first class, so I've got a whole bed to myself, so it should make the journey that much more comfy at least. And here is the train that will take me all the way down to Hue. This train is the SE7, which departs Ninh Binh at 8:30 in the morning and will arrive in Hue at 8:10 this evening, which means that I'm going to be on this train for about 11.5 hours. However, this train's journey is actually a lot longer than the section I'm taking, because it actually started its journey at Hanoi about 2 hours before I boarded, and it won't reach its final destination all the way down in Ho Chi Minh City until about 6 o'clock in the evening tomorrow. So it has a total journey time of about 36 hours. This is the sort of bed that you'll get in both the soft sleeper and hard sleeper classes on these trains. While the bed is a bit basic, I found it was perfectly comfortable, especially considering I was on this train for almost 12 hours, and I really had no complaints with this bed at all. I'd recommend booking a lower berth in the sleeper cabin, because you have a much better view out the window from the lower beds, and it's also much easier to get in and out. If you're in the top bunk, you have to use this step to get in and out, which is not very easy considering how high up it is. Also, the cabin only had one power socket to split between the four of us, so make sure that your devices are charged before you come on the journey. Even though I'm travelling in a sleeper cabin, I won't be doing any sleeping on this train, and I'll be getting off this evening in Hue. While taking this sort of train overnight can save you an extra night's worth of hotel costs, I'm someone who doesn't fall asleep very easily, so I would have spent the entire night wide awake and would have arrived in Hue absolutely exhausted. Of course, one disadvantage of not sleeping on the train is that I am awake for the entire journey, and trust me, this journey was very long. So I would definitely recommend bringing some books or downloading a few films onto your phone to pass the time, because trust me, you're going to need it for this trip. Another thing I would definitely recommend you bring is enough food and drink for the entire journey, because although there is a snacks cart that comes around and sells you food and drink, I don't think it would be enough if you're taking a longer journey like I was. There was actually one instance where a guy in my cabin, he actually jumped off the train when it had stopped at a platform, quickly brought something at a stall at the platform, and then got back on before the train left. But that is a little risky, so I wouldn't recommend that. So we're just over halfway there now, and honestly it's not been too bad. I mean, the bed isn't exactly the softest bed, but it's comfortable enough. I mean, I've got a full bed to myself for 12 hours, so I can't complain with that. And the scenery is, well, not right now, but the scenery out the window is really good, and you know, I'm blessed. I'm really lucky that my cabin mates are all, you know, nice and quiet and pleasant people from what little we have talked. And I don't know if you can hear me now because the train's creaking again. And yeah, not quite as sealed as UK trains, but whatever. But yeah, it's not been so bad so far, so here's hoping the second half goes just as easily. But again, it's still been very long. And after what felt like a very long journey, the train finally made it to Hue. While I did really enjoy this experience, by this point I was very much looking forward to arriving, getting to my hotel and being able to call it a day. So I think the train has actually been a great way to see Vietnam, because the whole way I was gazing out the window, and for the whole 12 hours I was pretty comfy. So I would definitely recommend the train if you're coming to Vietnam. But I am clocking out for the night now, because despite the fact that I've been sat down or lying down for the past 12 hours, I'm exhausted, so go figure. But yeah, so I'll see all of you tomorrow when I can finally go and start exploring Hue, and I'm really looking forward to that. So see you all tomorrow.